Hello, dear friends. This is KD Ahire. We are learning the Rural Entrepreneurship Development Certificate course offered by the Department of BBA, KTHM College, Nasik, under the scheme of UG Pride. In our today's session, we are going to discuss about the challenges of rural entrepreneurship. Dear friends, first we are going to see what basically we have learned in our previous session. In our previous session, we have studied about the skills that are required to be an entrepreneur. Here, we have gone through various types of skills, the variety of skills that are required to become a successful entrepreneur. And we have successfully understood all those skills that are required. Without these skills, it is very difficult to a person to become a successful entrepreneur. So, in today's session, we are going to study about the challenges of rural entrepreneurship. So here, we are going to understand what are the various challenges that we may face if you want to establish a business in rural area. Yes, we have also understood about the various problems that we may face during the uh, entrepreneurship development in rural area, right? So, along with the problems, along with the entrepreneur skills, we have also understood the meaning, the concept of rural entrepreneurship. Here, before going to establish the business, before going to start our entrepreneurial journey in rural area, here it is very, very essential to understand the various challenges that we may face, right? If we understood these challenges very easily at initial stage only, so it will become very easy for us face these challenges, to overcome to these challenges, and we can successfully establish, we can successfully start our business in rural area. And it will also help us to overcome to the various challenges. It will of course will definitely very much helpful to us to grow our business, to expand our business at very large scale. So dear friends, let's start the challenges in entrepreneurship in rural area. So these are the various challenges that we may face in rural entrepreneurship. First, very important challenge that we may face, that is the distribution and logistics. This is very essential and one of the important thing in entrepreneurship. Not only in rural entrepreneurship, but also any kind of entrepreneurship, any kind of business, distribution and logistics. Whenever we are going to establish the business or to start our startup, we have to overlook to the distribution system as well as logistics system for our business, right? Here we have to consider from where we will get the raw material, right? Where we can establish our business, where we can construct our office. So right from the raw material, collection of raw material, where we can do the processing, where we can do the manufacturing. Also, how to distribute our product or services in the market, where to find out our market, how to reach to the market, right? To solve all these problems here, distribution system and logistics system, our business will play very important role, right? And here we have to search, and here it is a little bit difficult to establish or to set your distribution and logistics, because here you have to face many problems like electricity problem, right? Here electricity is very one of the essential, we can say, resource, one of these resources in business, any kind of business, right? And in rural area, the shortage of electricity is there, right? So you may not get the sufficient electricity. It will make impact on your business activities, even water availability of water. Again, water is again one of the important resources that are required to run the business, right? Again, here you will it may be happen again. We are also having the problems get the the sufficient amount of drinking water in rural area, right? So these are the various problems that nowadays we are facing in rural areas, and it will have the somehow the negative impact on our rural entrepreneurship, right? So here distribution and logistic, first thing we have to consider, and it is again one of the important challenges that we have in front of us. Second one is payment collection, right? So how payment collection, because nowadays again we are living in the technological era. So here the digital payment system has already entered. We are using this digital payment system in everywhere. Even suppose if we go in market and if we purchase or if we buy any a small product, even we buy pen, right? And we know that the price of that pen is only for 10 rupees. Even we can pay this 10 rupees through digital payment, e-payment, right? It is possible. No need to carry the chain in your pocket, or no need to carry the physical form of money in your pocket. We can simply go into the market and we can do what kind of things we require. We can purchase it, we can do shopping. Even we doesn't have the money in our pocket, we can we can pay it very easily by using our debit card or credit card, or various uh, apps are there, various platforms are there through which we can pay our payment very easy, and it is creating the awareness among the customers, right? Saving our time, and it is also will also it is also one of the transparent payment system, right? Or all money is going to the bank, so it is also become very easy to the government to trace the transactions, right? So nowadays we are living in such technological era. So therefore the payment collection, it may one of the important challenges, because still if you see in a rural area, so many people are not connected with banks. They doesn't have their bank account. If they don't have their account in bank, how they do the digital payment, how they do pay the money via these various digital transaction platform, right? So here they are somewhere they are not aware about all these things. So again it may create problems. So here we have to connect them with the banking system. We have to aware them about all these digital payment or e-payment system. We need to teach them, we need to educate them. Here payment collection, again we here one of the challenges that we may encounter in the rural entrepreneurship. Even pricing, so to set a price for our product or services in rural areas, always we need to think. We can't set a price for our product or services like is equal to our urban area, no, right? Because here we have to consider the per capita income of person who is living in rural area. It is obviously it is lower than the people who are living in urban area, right? So here to set the price of our product, to collection of money, These are the some important things that we have to consider. Next is scaling across geographies. My dear friends, we know that India is a mega diverse country, right? Here we have diversity. We have very huge diversity, right? It may be cultural diversity, maybe economic diversity, right? Here again we may have a political diversity. Even we have the climatic diversity, so environmental conditions that are also different. So we have if you go to any particular state, so they have their own culture, they have their own economic status, they have their own occupations, professions. So if you want to, if you want to study all these things, if you want to consider all these the diversities, so again it is one of the very big challenge in front of us, that is how to scale all these things. And by considering their all this diversity, we have to set our business, right? Because if your cultural and traditional things are changing, your behavior of customer is also changing. Because in India, the behavior of customer is directly correlated with his culture, his tradition, his activities, right? And therefore here, by considering their all these diversity, we have to establish a business. And this diversity commonly observed in rural areas, because the people who are living in rural areas, they are mostly stuck with their these values. You can say these are the values, and according to these values we have to characterize, mold our business, so we can able to attract more and more customers, right? So we can't implement, or we can't apply the things which are required or which are essential in urban areas with rural areas, no, right? Here, because here the characteristic, if you see the characteristic of businesses that we need to set in urban area or rural area, both are different. Because here the characteristic of customers are different, their lifestyles are different. Because in rural area, again lifestyle is again one of the things, because here their lifestyle is different. They have their own values, they have their own culture, they have their own morality. So here we have to consider all these things. So here scaling across geographies because here geographically also we have divided to various diversity, right? And according to this, and it is playing a very essential role, because it is directly making the impact on the customer mindset, customer behavior, because their choices, their attraction going to change, right? So here scaling across the geographies also one of the important challenges in rural entrepreneurship. Next is social and cultural challenges. So we know that in rural areas, mostly rural people are maintaining all these cultural values. Their social life is different than urban. They have various festivals. They celebrate all these festivals. They enjoy all these festivals. They have maintain all their cultural values. So here again we have to study about their social life as well as their culture, right? And by considering the social and cultural things, here can establish our business. So again, as I mentioned that we have mega diverse country, right? So huge diversity is there in our country. So here social and cultural diversity is also observed. and to match all this culture, to match all this social life, their social life, again it is one of the challenge. Therefore, it is also essential before going to establish a business, study the social life of rural people. Where we are going to establish our business, we have to study what type of life they are, what type of social things, cultural things they are doing. So accordingly, we have to establish our business, because it's going to make the direct impact on our business, right? So that is again one of the challenge, because we have many tradition, we have many culture, we have also many regions. So things again very essential, because these are having direct impact on the customer as well as the business that are running in the rural area. Moving further, the next challenge, that is growth of mall culture, right? So nowadays we are observed that the number of malls in basically in urban areas are increasing very drastically, right? And this mall culture basically observed in the people who are living in urban areas, not only urban areas, in also in rural areas. But if we compare it with urban people, so it is maximum, it is observed in the urban people, right? Why we are attracting towards this mall culture, right? Because if I want to buy something, for example goods, right, which are essential in my home, so I can simply go to the market and I visit to the mall, and there I will get everything, right, in one place only. So I can just buy whatever things I required, and I can do the payment here. The online payment system is also possible there, so I can do the online payment or whatever. I can also do it by cash. So even the customer also get the uh, good amount of discounts. So therefore, here also one of the things that we need to consider, that is the quality. So in mall culture, so we will also get the good quality product, the good services. So therefore, customers are attracting towards this mall culture, right? So, but here the growth of mall culture, again it is creating one of the problems in rural entrepreneurship, right? Because it is one of the challenge. How? Because in rural areas, still rural people are not aware about this mall, right? Maximum people are not aware about this mall culture, right? So still many rural peoples are engaged with the traditional businesses. They go to the um, if they whatever they want to purchase, because they have shop, right? They have a traditional shop in the villages. They can go there, they can buy whatever they want, right? And simply they can do the transaction by cash. So here, if you want to attract more and more customers in rural area, so here the things, such types of things, for example mall culture, right? So again awareness is necessary, right? Because here we need to make aware the rural people about all this changing scenario, right? And it is somehow it is a little bit difficult in rural areas, right? Because they are again their cultural values, their economic status, their their social life, so even the geographical, their geography, so all these things somehow are different than the urban people, right? Even their per capita income, so all this, considering by all these things, here the growth of mall culture, like in urban areas, it is okay, but in rural area somehow it is again creating one of the challenge in front of us. Next is lack of technical know-how. So here, uh, technical knowledge, it is again one of the challenge, because here in rural areas, basically people are not very much aware about all these technologies, right? Because they enjoy their life by their own ways. They have their own morals. They don't invest the time to learn all these technologies. Yes, nowadays these things are changing, right? Here people are also entering in these technologies, and they are also willingly rigorously learning these technologies. But basically, if you see, if you observe the youth, rural youth, they are just very willingly just learning all these things. But still, uh, you know uh, many people in urban areas here, uh, they are lacking with these technologies, the technical things. So they simply reject it. They may say, I don't know how to use it. I do not have the sufficient knowledge about this technology, so I can't do it. I will not follow this, because I prefer my traditional way. And this, my traditional way is always easy for me, and it is helping for me. So therefore, it's not necessary to learn all these things, because whatever I want to do, I'm doing it by my natural or traditional way. So no need to change the thing. So therefore, somehow, and without using the technology, without understanding these technical things, uh, here again, it is difficult to expand our business, right? It is somehow very create some kind of barriers in to make your business successful, right? So here again, lack of technical knows how. So these things we need to consider, and accordingly we have to establish our business, and of course, side by side we have to work on it. How we can aware these rural people in these particular aspects, like technical things or technology, how we can make aware them. Next is poor self image of rural youth and inadequate motivation, right? So it is generally observed that the person who's living in rural area, right? Not all people, right? But just for example, and it's observed in many rural people, rural youth. Basically, here we are talking about the youth. So they may not have the full, self confidence, right? Sufficient self confidence, because if any rural youth, the person who is living in rural area, in village, if we go to any metro city or big city, so there he may face some problems. His self confidence goes down. If he is going to face the interview in a multinational company, there also he may lose his self confidence. Of course, it is not applicable to all all youth. They are living in, right? Still many youth are there. They are successfully doing businesses, or jobs in many multinational companies, or they have the full self confidence, but the number is very less, right? Still maximum uh, youth means maximum the people who are living in rural areas, so they have the insufficient self confidence. So therefore, they are thinking the poor self image. They think, I don't know, I am not able to handle this. It is very difficult for me to do this, handle this. because I didn't learn it, and they are fair to the competition. So because why this happened? Because of the culture or their social or economic status, and they have just to build an image in their mind, and they just simply just they are not able to enter in this competition, right? So therefore, poor self image of rural youth and inadequate motivation. So simply they don't think that I can do it. They uh, because due to inadequate motivation, right? Sometimes they are hiding their talent. They are hiding their the qualities. They have the plenty of talent, the qualities, but motivation is necessary. If we are able to motivate them, they can simply come forward, and they can utilize their talent, they can utilize their knowledge. Because why we are focusing again on the youth? Because of in future when we establish a business in rural area, right, this youth will become our source. We are going to hire them, right, and we have to utilize their talent, we have to utilize their qualities, and with the help of their talent, their qualities, their knowledge, here we are going to expand, we are going to make successful our business, or we have to maintain the continuous improvement cycle of our rural entrepreneurship. So therefore, again, this is one of the challenges. Next is fear to invest in business. This is again generally observed in rural areas. The rural people are not ready to invest in business because still they are considering business is very risky, and we are not born for the business, right? It is not our task. We can't do it. We simply rely on our whatever work we are doing. It may be in agriculture, or it may be some small scales businesses, or it may be some uh, uh, the job, right? So they somewhere they have fear. Either really I can do it, they have question mark. Is it possible for me to run the business, because I don't have any knowledge to establish a business? How to establish it? The question will arise, right? Right from idea generation. Even they may have idea in their mind, but they don't know how to make it in reality. How to establish a business? How I can make my ideas in reality, and how I can establish a business in my area? What type of resources I can use? What are the various formalities? It may be legal formalities are there. How do I register my business? Even due to technological, because lack of technologies, we know that uh, they may not aware about the technologies, internet. And nowadays we know that everything is going online. Even even if you want to register your business, you have to apply online only, right? So I have to visit to particular website, right? I have to fill online application with necessary documents, whatever as per the requirements, as per the act or rules. I have to submit the application online only, do the payment online only, right? And all process will happen online. So due to lack of technical or technological knowledge. So they have fear. How can do it? Right? It's possible or not? And they think the process is very critical. So in future, what will be happen with my business? Because maximum things nowadays these are going online only. So therefore, here they are not ready to invest in the business. Even many things are there, many reasons are there why they are not interested in business, because again they are not aware about the business, they are not aware about the entrepreneurship. Even they are not very well aware about the schemes which are always help them to set their business, to start their business, because government is also helping through various schemes. Government is also trying to attract many rural people to start their business, to invest in business. And government level, government is providing subsidies. So many schemes are there, many government organizations are there, even not only government, some private organizations, some NGOs, they are also helping to the rural people. Many incubation centers are there where rural people can simply go with ideas. So these people can help them, the institutions can help them, and they can help these rural people to, not only rural people, but here we are talking about the rural entrepreneurs. So therefore here the rural people can go to the these various incubation center. It run by it may be government, private, or any kind of NGO, or simply under the CSR activity. It can be run by any industry, right? So here they will get all types of guidance, right? Right from, even right from idea generation to the establishment of your business. All these things will be provided. The guidance will be provided through the expert. But what happened here due to unawareness? So here awareness is necessary. They are not very well aware about all these available facilities, right? So many things are there, many reasons are there why these rural people are not investing in the business. If you see, next is the cultural values. Again, if you see the cultural values, the culture of rural people is totally different than the urban people. Even in urban people, so the cities, mostly the metro cities like Mumbai, Pune, right, Delhi. So the people who are living in urban areas, so they are mostly attracted towards the Western culture. But still in rural areas, right, the people who are you know following the our traditional culture. So therefore, again, they are, due to this their mindset is different, because they give more value to the culture, right? So their culture is very important for them. So accordingly, we have to see, we have to study. Uh, Again, it is very very necessary for the entrepreneurs to study the culture of the rural people, where he is going to establish the business, right? Because we have to give respect to their culture, value to their culture, and accordingly we have to establish our business, to start our business, right? So here again it will make the one of the necessary impact or important impact on the uh, mindset of the customer, right? Because here their cultural values are also essential to consider, and that is again one of the challenge, right? Because if you change the village, right, the culture of that village will get changed. If you visit any village in Nasik district, and if you visit to village in For example, Dhule district, there also the culture will get changed. Again, if you go to visit in any village in Gujarat, Karnataka, or any other state, or Delhi, so again there they they have the different culture, right? So likewise, the characteristic of the customer is also going to change, and accordingly we have to mold our business. Accordingly, we have to update our business. Accordingly, we have to change the things, change our plan, business plan, right? And we have to make our business successful. So these are the various challenges that we have studied in this today's session. So it's very essential to understand, to study the various challenges. So in our today's lecture, we have gone through the challenges of rural entrepreneurship, because without understanding the challenges, it is again become very critical, and become very difficult for us to start a business or to establish a business in rural area. In our next lecture, we are going to start unit number 2, that is the rural ecosystem scanning, right? So in this uh, unit, we are going to understand the rural ecosystem, how rural ecosystem is helpful for us, and what are the important component in rural area that we need to consider while establish or to start our business. Because without understanding this rural ecosystem here, again it is difficult for us to establish or to start the business in rural area. Thank you.